Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's official prices. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we've got this week's official prices, and also quite a few people had asked some questions, so I'm going to try to knock those off as well. Alright, so getting started here, first we have the Flesh Eater Courts Army set, and a lot of people had asked about this. Is this going to be available just from Games Workshop at warhammer.com on the online store, or you're going to be able to get this through the independent retailers and stockists? And this will of course be available everywhere, so you should have no problem getting this at a discount from CMO Games or your local FLGS. So that being said, I was kind of curious exactly where this was going to come in price wise, as we have seen some changes in the prices over time. Obviously we saw the Christmas boxes go up this year, so the 40k Christmas boxes were $230, the Sigmar Christmas boxes were $210. So I was a little bit concerned that they were going to be raising the price on this, as in the past we have seen these at $200, and happy to see that Games Workshop kept it at $200. So it is $200 for the Flesh Eater Courts Army set, and we know that right off the bat this is going to come with the Battle Tome, which is like 55, 60 bucks. It comes with your cards as well, which are 35 bucks. So right off the bat we got about $100 in value with those. So if you're going to be picking up one of these and you were planning on buying the book and potentially the cards as well, you're basically paying another $100 for all these minis. And we know in general, the way Games Workshop prices stuff, we would expect each 10 of these guys to be probably somewhere around like $55 to $60 for the new ghouls. We would expect the new cavalry to be about 60 bucks. And then of course we would expect the characters to be somewhere around probably that $40 mark, maybe slightly cheaper. Now the real question, and what tells us how good a deal this box is going to actually be, is previously the ghouls came in a pack of 20, and we see stuff like skeletons still come in packs of 20 for like 60 bucks, even though they got a new sculpt. But the real question is, are these still going to be in packs of 20, or are they going to come in packs of 10? Because if they're still in packs of 20 for like 60 bucks, that's great, and this box set is a really good deal. But based on what Games Workshop typically puts in value in one of these box sets, I'm thinking that that's probably the case. Because if you have about 100 bucks in the book and cards right here, let's say another 60 and 60 right there, and then 40 bucks a piece for the characters, that puts this box set at about $300 in MSRP value. And Games Workshop obviously priced it at 200 bucks, so it's about a 33% discount over MSRP, which is pretty standard for what Games Workshop offers. So for all the people out there that are worried that the new ghouls are actually going to be in a pack of 10, and they're still going to be like $60 for 10, instead of like the existing range where they're like 60 bucks for 20. I don't think that's very likely. Now it is of course possible, but if that was the case, let's just say that the characters were priced at only like $35, which this guy's pretty big, and then obviously this one's fairly large with the wings and everything. That would give us closer to like $350 for this set, and I just don't think that's realistic, because typically Games Workshop won't offer that big of a discount, with the exception of like a starter set, a big launch box for like a new edition, or sometimes the Christmas boxes as well. So that being said, of course, that is just speculation on my part. There's a possibility that these ghouls will be 10 in a set, but I'm just throwing it out there based on the actual like typical value that we see. Seems more likely than not that they're going to stay in packs of 20. So 200 bucks for this box set. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. But of course, if you are planning on picking one of these up, the first one is a great deal because you need the book, you need the cards. But after that, these launch boxes tend to be not that great a deal. And oftentimes we see a lot of the same minis repeated in the Vanguard box. So while I am going to be picking up one of these, definitely not going to be pulling the trigger on a second one. All right, and the next in line, we have the new Assault Marines. So these are the Mark 6 Horus Heresy Assault Marines. This is a box of plastic minis, and we do see 10 in the box. So quite a stark contrast here over what we see in 40k. These are priced at $70, which initially seems expensive, 70 bucks for one squad, but it is a squad of 10. In 40k, we just saw like the new Jump Assault Intercessors, and they came in a box of 5, and they are $60. So basically the comparison between prices in 40k versus 30k, you're getting 10 models in 30k for $70, as where you get 5 very similar size and battlefield role models, 5 of those for $60. So you're getting a substantially better deal on the Horus Heresy models. Now obviously they sell like the different upgrade sets and everything like that with all of the like special weapons and stuff like that. So it's not really like an apples to apples comparison. But I think seeing 10 models at 70 bucks initially is like kind of a bit of a shock. But then you think really if it was a pack of 5, it would only be 35 bucks. And I would be very happy to pay that for 40k models. So that being said, definitely a cool addition, definitely long awaited on these bad boys. They are going up for a pre-order, so they'll be available as early as Saturday at 1 p.m. And it does look like we're going to the permanent 2-week pre-order, at least for now. So that is it for the Mark 6 Assault Marines. Very cool. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. Alright, and then we have the Grotmas Gitz. So this is our sort of like spin-off Red Gobbo. Obviously we have the actual Red Gobbo, and then Games Workshop has doubled down. So now we have the Red Gobbo's adversary, the Grotmas Gitz. And this guy is going to be $40. So very cool model right here. He is essentially a special character. He has 40k and Sigmar rules, but $40 for the Grotmas Gitz. All right, and then next we have the brand new addition to the Citadel Tufts line. So our third in a line of Citadel Tufts, the Brimstein Firegrass. So it does look like it's basically the same pack that you would normally get from Games Workshop. It's like over 100 Tufts in the set, a couple various sizes, $15 for these. I'm not a huge fan of the red tufts. They don't really like fit into any of my like basing schemes or anything. But obviously the kind of like out there, colorful, super crazy, bright tufts are fairly popular. So I can see how there's definitely a market for these. Wouldn't have been my first choice for new tufts, but I'm sure Games Workshop did some kind of research and figured out what's been selling from various other brands and landed on these. And we do have some other limited edition items coming from Games Workshop as well. We have the new clear plastic Lord of the Rings models. We have that special edition limited book set. Lots of other good stuff coming as well. Actually a little bit light on the pre-orders this week, but the stuff that is coming is very exciting. I know I am personally most excited for the Flesh Eater Quartz box. I wasn't really expecting this to come before Christmas, but definitely glad to see that it is. It's always nice to have a new book in hand before the holiday travels. But more importantly, I am super excited for the new Flesh Eater Quartz line as the models look absolutely amazing. So that is it for this week's official prices. Let me know what you're going to be picking up, what you're excited about. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And of course, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.